4 minutes. Now the chat's over here. Gonna move over there. Oh, good. We're golden. What up, Lizard? How's it going? Good to see you. How you doing? How you doing? First one to the show. First one to the show. Demonte, how's it going? Cooper, good to see you. Kid, just in time. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I put my cards in the deck upside down. Rip. Excited for the Lorecast day, man. I'm hoping that we get some cool reveals. That's the hope, that's the plan, that's the goal. Going good, trying to 100% GTA 5. Dang, good luck. How's the audio on the stream? Good? I see those giant enchanted cards that they have hanging up on the back of their room. Where can I get those? Because I would love to have one of those. Preferably like Donald Duck. Love the Toronto vlog. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I enjoyed making that video. It also helped that your boy didn't suck. Fluffy, how's it going? Probably Etsy. You know, that's not a bad, probably not a bad guess. I probably could find something like that on Etsy. I'm gonna do some research after this. I love the setting here. It's always makes me feel like I'm watching a Lorcana version of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know what? You're not wrong. I feel that vibe too. With the staircase and all that. It's like we're entering their home. Oh my god! It's him. It's the man, the myth, the legend. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's taking off his clothes. Whoa, whoa, the stream's going on. The stream. Oh, okay, change. Sir Lance, what's up? No, dude, this is literally Mr. Rogers. He's coming home, changing into his outfit. Oh my god, 100% Mr. Rogers Lorcana card. Confirm it's happening. You're joking me. We were making the joke, but now it's legit. Nah, he's playing up to Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers is going to be a 1 cost 9/9 quest for 5. And his ability is hello my neighbor. He's going to take off his shoes too? Oh my. It is Mr. Rogers, dude. Are you kidding me? He knows what he's doing. Cards placed on board adjacent gets +1 new mechanic. Dude, imagine. Oh, dude, that would make the game so much more complicated now, because then I can't just put my cards willy-nilly. I'm like, nope, I put this card to the right of it. All right, here we go, guys. Game time. It's Tigger. So this new set is like sea themed, like oceans. Okay, I see Pooh, Piglet. What is that? Kakamoras? Oh shoot! We got Baymax! Yo! We got Baymax in this mix! Big Hero 6, let's frickin' go! Oh, the fiance's gonna love that. Dude, that's awesome. I didn't think we were gonna get Baymax for like a minute. Are they gonna review who like the big villain is? Please be Hades. Watch it be Ursula again, imagine.
Well, hello, Lumineers. I'm
I don't
Ryan
know how to
Miller,
pronounce
brand
it.
manager and co-designer
Azurite?
at Busy Lorcana, and I'm here to welcome
Seas?
you to this edition of the Lorecast. Now, I've been personally very excited about this one because it's Azurite Sea, and you may not know this about me, but I'm kind of an Age of Sail nerd. I love sailing ships and pirates and treasure and buccaneers and swashbuckling and all the buckles. So I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. In fact, you may have heard me reference this all the way back to set 1 when I made these quotes about a pirate deck that I've been playing. Well, I shouldn't have said that because I was playing cards from this set, playtesting future cards. But now I can actually talk about it. So here we are, folks, Azurite Sea.
Azurite Sea,
Following
okay.
the map, our Lumineers set sail on the beautiful yet unpredictable Azurite Sea. They'll have to be vigilant as the high seas not only brings high adventure, but frightful danger. From coconut-clad pirates to giant wave mazes, there are plenty of loose cannons on the sea. Regardless, with new faces and heroes joining the crew, it'll be a journey anyone would want to record in their logbook. And speaking of new heroes, we've got Big Hero 6. Baymax is joining the crew. And what adventure would be complete without the Rescue Rangers?
Rescue Ranger Chippendale!
For Azurite Sea. Now, this time around, we're doing something a little different with our gift set. We're doing the Stitch Collector's Gift Set. I'll give you one guess as to the theme. That is right. It is an entirely Stitch-themed set.
Dude.
You get a portfolio that has the art. Every piece of art that Stitch has appeared on in Lorcana is going to be on that portfolio. You get 4 Azurite Sea booster packs. You also get a special foil promo, Stitch Alien
Oh my
Buccaneer,
god,
only
Stitch
available
fans are going
Of course, we have
crazy.
everybody's favorite booster packs. Who knows what treasures lie within? And speaking of treasures, we have our treasure troves, a term that makes a lot more sense now in a pirate-themed set. We have our single-player decks, which you can just pull right off the shelf and play. A lot of fun.
We
there.
got
now,
what's her
all of
face
these I had to show you
from Big
kind of
Hero
visually
6
because we're filming this at a time when those don't exist yet. But what I do have to show you,
what's her name?
Right over here are the accessories. You may remember that starting with Shimmering Skies, we decided that we're going to use art from any set we wanted to for the accessories. And we've continued that here with Azurite Sea. So first off, we've got these wonderful scar
Do I see a
sleeves.
Donald
This is
Duck
that
playmat that my
Jen Carr from
webcam's
Shimmering
blocking?
Skies. Wonderful piece.
I'm copping that,
Star
100%.
story, if I might.
Donald,
Now,
my boy.
Before the game launched, I went to New York Toy Fair, and I was talking to some folks, and I had just a deck of cards, and I was kind of shuffling while I was talking, and I put the deck down on this kind of raised table that we were standing next to, and a card falls off the top, and that card happened to be Mufasa. Falls right down. And I turn over the next card, and it was Scar. And no one believes me. But there was a lady there. I said, "Did you see that?" She said, "Yes, I saw that." No one believes me that it happened. Okay, Scar pushed that card. You can't tell me otherwise. Anyway, so we've got this awesome set here. We've got the sleeves. We've got the matching deck box there. Now, many of you also may know that sometimes I like to abuse my power to get certain cool things to happen. But in this case, I didn't need to because everyone loves the Honey Wizard. So we finally have Honey Wizard sleeves.
I wish the Honey Wizard card was
deck
better.
box. I'm pretty sure that all my decks now are going to be in this deck box. It's going to be very confusing for me, but
I love the art.
I'm very excited about that. Now let's talk playmats. We have some beautiful art for our playmats, starting with Elsa, the Fifth Spirit. Let's look at that beautiful piece there.
That is a nice playmat.
And in accordance with the theme of Azurite Sea, we of course had to use
Let's go!
Donald Duck Buccaneer. Well, since the last time I saw you, we've had a ton of great events, and our team has just been everywhere. We had Gen Con, and that's where we celebrated the first anniversary of Disney Lorcana. It was the first place you could get that really great gold pin.
I wish I had that gold pin.
Events for our Lumineers out there. We even had a Lumineers Quest room where folks could come in and try their hand against Ursula. And then we went to California for D23. We kicked off the week by going to the Angels baseball game. We showed a lot of folks Gateway, and we handed out a bunch of cool stuff. And then we did family game night. Not only were we teaching Lorcana with Gateway, People also learned about Chronicles of Light, which is our new Disney game, and also, of course, Villainous. And the booth itself was really fun. There were tons of people there. I just love coming out and shaking hands and taking pictures and signing cards. It was super fun.
I wish I had that D23 Mickey Mouse.
That really cool D23 collection, in addition to all sorts of other.
I wish I had that D23 box. I wish I had a lot of things, man.
I got to go to downtown Disney, and because we were also selling it there, and that was really fun because I handed out some pins and I met a lot of folks there. We of course did the D23 panel where we had many great announcements for the future of Lorcana. And if you couldn't make the
I wish I was at that panel
don't
too.
worry. I'm about to go over some of the
stream should be
highlights
called I Wish.
Not this panel. We wanted to let people know that we have got some exciting plans for the future of Lorcana, and that of course involves some new stories and new heroes coming to the game. Now, Lorcana is of course the realm of all stories, from the popular to the lesser known. So next year you're going to get Black Cauldron Glimmers. In 2026, a favorite princess enters play. Finally, Pocahontas, Miko, Flit, and more can join your team of Glimmers for exciting new quests. And one of the most often asked questions we get about who's coming to the game can finally be answered, because we are thrilled to announce that Pixar will be coming to Disney Lorcana in the next few years.
God,
so that's a lot about the future
too far away though.
Lorcana,
2026.
I do want to take a look back at the first year, and I have to say it has been a wonderful year. We have been so honored to be a part of something that has created such a wonderful community, that has created so many smiles, so many relationships, so many connections. And we just wanted to take a quick look back.
Back to day one. Yeah, Pixar is coming 2026. I'm very excited for that. This is a little flashback to where it started. Man, I'd be lying if I said I was at the I joined this game at the start. I did not. I joined this game at the release at set 2.
The first ever Lorecast is what they're calling it.
Bruno's? Listen, one of these days, our reaction will be in their compilation, and one of these days they'll give us an exclusive card reveal. Today's not that day. I wonder if I can see myself in this montage. Keep a big eye open. I see Zan Saeed. It's so weird mixing Lorcana and baseball, huh? That is trippy. And the answer is no. We were not in that montage video. But you know what? There's always next time.
We've got some exciting events coming up that I want to tell you all the details about. The European Championship will be at Disneyland Paris Resort in December of 2024. Dang. And I will see you there. I'll also see you at the North American Championships in the Disneyland Hotel at the Disneyland Resort.
Our last chance to qualify for that
2025
is in Seattle, if I do go.
Culminates in the World Championships in 2025, and where else would it be? The Walt Disney World Resort.
Man, I want to go to all these.
The D23 panel, but I wanted to give it kind of its own space here at the Lorecast, is Disney Lorcana Quest. Now, Lorcana Quest is another way to Lorcana. We already have our challenge events, and those focus more on the competitive play aspect, whereas Disney Lorcana Quest focuses on the social aspect of playing. And so you might be playing like in a big multiplayer game, you might play other ways, or you might not play the game at all. Maybe it's about dressing up as your favorite Glimmer. Maybe it's about trading and collecting with other Lumineers.
What do you have to do to qualify for the championships?
Another way
you have to place like top 16 at a Lorcana challenge event.
Are going wider and wider to reaching more places in the world.
I placed 165 out of 1,000. I need to place
really
16.
Exciting. I just got back from Shanghai a few weeks ago, and I want to say shay to the wonderful people I met out there. We went to China Joy. Lots of people learned about the game. They learned how to
in
play.
Vegas.
It was super fun. I had some great
Unfortunately,
food,
I don't have a main event ticket in Vegas.
Really
I can only play side events. So
Warner, my co-designer,
my last chance is Seattle if I do go to Seattle, because I do have a main event ticket for that.
But he had a wonderful
Maybe I can just mug someone for their Vegas ticket. Dude, I keep seeing people post online on Facebook that they got off the wait list.
Very exciting. Now,
I'm trying to get off the wait
part
list
of
for
the
Vegas.
Lorcast,
It's not
where I
happening.
show you a bunch of cards from the set that are Ryan-sized, and I can't do that because, as many of you pointed out, they weren't big enough. So instead of showing you Ryan-sized cards, I'm going to show you Ryan-sized cards. Before I do that, though, I want to say hi to my friend Edgar Paston, who is also one of the art directors for Disney Lorcana. Come on, man.
Hello.
Good to be here.
It's good to have you, man.
Nice shirt.
It's true. And Edgar, how long have you been an art director with us now?
A little over 3 years.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much from the beginning almost, right? Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, and then of course you worked on this set as well. And
Yeah, I got to be set lead on this one this time around, so it was a lot of fun.
and what is set lead? What does that mean from an art director standpoint?
Really, it just means that we get to decide on what the look and
Yeah, I'm gonna
how
check
the
my
physics
email,
work on
just see if I got
things,
off the
which
wait
we'll
list.
get
Imagine I
into
did.
a little bit.
Awesome. Well, I do have some cards I want to show off here. You play with your sons too, right?
I do. I have 2 sons, and my older boy is
Check my spam folder.
great player. He gets into it. You know, he's
Yeah.
learning. He's learning.
No, I
He's
met
at
him
that
down at
stage.
D23. We had some games together.
Checking
Yeah,
my
he's amazing. All right. So let's
important
start
folder.
off now. Big Hero 6 is, of course, one of the big franchises that are making their entrance here with Azurite Sea.
All right.
So let's
Show us
start
his Big Hero
off with
6.
the man himself, Baymax.
Okay.
He's a 3-cost inkable,
Yeah.
0 strength, 4 willpower, 2 lore. His name is Baymax Personal Healthcare Companion, which
If you
I
have
like
an
the
inventor
formality
character
there.
in play,
It's
you
kinda
pay
nice.
1 less to play this
Ability
character.
fully charged. If you have an inventor character in play, you pay 1 less ink to play this character, and you said ow. For 2 ink, remove up to 1 damage from another chosen character.
I think the art is
Move
beautiful,
up to
right?
1
But
damage from chosen
the
character.
fact that the flavor text, like you said.
What do we
oh,
think,
that-
chat?
that's
Do we
just
think
so
this is a
cool
good
to me
card?
that they tie all of that stuff together.
It's
I
one
love
of
the
my favorite
artwork,
things.
but I don't
Like,
know.
when we first
I don't know
were
if
coming up
I'm
with the game. We knew we wanted to have
thinking
as
this
much
card's
theme on the cards as possible.
amazing.
And of course, there's
It
what
is
we
a
would call
it's
flavor
2
text, which is
questers,
usually at the bottom,
04,
kind of
so
in
decent body.
italicized text here, but we also want
It is a rare.
and these are just always kind of like to the character here, and we just want to help them convey like what's happening on the card and stuff. But it's another way too to get some really fun theme out of the cards.
to help you tie into all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah, this is fun. All right,
I'm not a believer of
now,
this card yet.
one, said if you have an inventor character in play, well, what do we have? Perhaps.
What about Hero?
Hamada?
He's an
There
inventor.
we go, Hero Hamada.
It's a great next card.
Okay. Another
It's a
0
3-cost
cost or 0
inkable.
attack character.
Hero Hamada, Robotics Prodigy, 0 strength, 3 willpower, 1 lore, has the ability Sweet Tech. Exert and pay 2 ink. Search your deck for an item card or a robot character card and reveal to all players. Shuffle your deck and put that card on top of it. And at the bottom it says,
Okay, I thought you were going to be able to put it in your
Just
hand. That'd be
about
nuts.
Yeah, I'm glad you read all of that because people ask me at conventions all the time.
I don't know
"Can
if
you
I'm a believer of this
clarify?"
card
I'm
either.
like, probably not.
But I can tell you about the art.
Yeah,
This is what
I can tell you about this art.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think for this one was a little bit tough because of his hair. His hair.
Oh, interesting. Sure.
I mean, it's beautiful. It turned out wonderful. I think Denny did a wonderful job.
Oh, yeah,
with
like
it, but-
reflecting the screen on this side, but kind of differently on this side.
Finding the right balance too, because there's only so much volume that you can add.
I know about hair volume and lack thereof. But what I think what's interesting is that our art, on the card is, it's so tiny, but the amount of detail that goes into the art is really amazing. If you really look at all the things on his desk, everything.
Yeah.
And
Baymax
that's one of the
has
things
to
I
be
love
the
about game
enchanter
is
for this
the
set,
attention
right?
to detail. I think that is one of my favorite parts of it. Really is because that's how we show people our love for this game and our love for these characters as well.
That's our visual love language, right?
That's right. That's right. That's how we show
share
we
that
love.
with you
Yeah,
guys a little bit
with
there.
attention to detail there. Okay, next up, still with Big Hero 6, Honey Lemon. Chemical
Honey
Genius.
Lemon.
Yeah.
A 2-cost inkable, 1 strength, 1 willpower, 2 lore. The ability, here's the best part. When you play this character, you may pay 2 ink to have each opponent choose and discard a card. Oh, and look at the...
What's not? Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that card's that bad.
And not only does the
I think that card's actually
artist
pretty solid.
have that say, but our art directors who are amazing, by the way, and I'm not counting myself. But
Well, you should.
The art directors that are involved.
And then
in
bounce
these
it
pieces,
back to your hand
Chris, who
with
did
like
this piece,
muses, and then you play it again.
and
Oh
the art
shoot,
directors are
that card
really
actually might be a
looking
little
at those
dirty.
details and really
That
wanting
card
to
might be a little
infuse
dirty.
A lot of that movie magic into these pieces.
No,
So
it's
kudos
so
to
much
them
fun.
for
It's so much
doing
fun.
it.
Yeah, and you're going to love this as the flavor text kind of tickles me because when you play her, your opponents are not.
Adding
gonna
Big
love
Hero
this
6
at all.
cards in Lorcana.
Absolutely. Well,
Yep.
it's kind of neat too because you these types of cards, and this is clear. This is not the first set. That
Not
does it,
reviewed
these
yet.
Types of characters that you can pay an additional cost when you play them. I think came out of Shimmering Skies for the first time. they add a really nice strategic choice, right? And that's something that Emerald is really known for, is kind of choosing, like, being flexible and that sort of thing. And so this idea of, like, do I play her for 2 ink just because I need a character out and 2 lore is pretty tempting, or do I wait till I have 4 ink to really get all the effect out of her? And that can be pretty interesting because it turns what is normally, like, she costs 2, might be an early game play, but if you draw her late game, you're not really sad, right? Normally you might be sad late game to draw a 2-cost card because you're like, man, I really need something that's heavy hitter. But this one, can still have that.
Yeah, I think that card's actually really good.
That's a fun mechanic. All right, now we have Fred, mascot.
Okay, that art's
has
sick.
His face in this piece. But let me get through the card and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So it is a 1-cost inkable, 1 strength, 1 willpower, 1 lore, and his ability. How cool is that? Whenever this character is challenged, gain 2 lore, and he says, "But by night, I am also a school mascot." It's just such a fun. But his face.
I quickly read his ability, and I thought it says whenever you play this card, you gain 2 lore. I'm like, okay, that's actually nuts. That's a way better goat. But no, whenever this character challenged, gain 2 lore.
Going on in this.
I think it's I don't know. I don't think it's that great. Actually, it's a 1/1. So you attack, it dies, and then you gain 2
the Big
lore.
Hero 6 one. So we have a legendary Big Hero 6 coming up. So But next up we have Wasabi.
Wasabi, no ginger.
Is a 4-cost inkable, 3 strength, 3 willpower, 1 lore, 2 abilities now. First one is Blades of Fury. When you play this character, you may banish chosen item. Its player gains 1 lore. And quick reflexes. During your turn, this character gains evasive.
I don't think it's an
And of
awful
course,
card.
he's using his blade there to break some chains. Is there a story behind the chains there?
Well, that's actually part of what you're going to be seeing. We always have this narrative. Kind of always broken out in between the cards, and that's part of the narrative that you're going to be
3
discovering.
stream,
for us to figure out.
watch
Yeah,
stream,
for us to figure out. I
or
love
3
that.
times
I won't give
cage
too
stream
much
this year.
detail.
Let's
It
get
is
it. Hey, let's
part
get
of
it.
Part of a short narrative.
And these are kind of fun abilities here too. Like this one is like, sure, I'll probably use it on my opponent
Lorcana
to get rid of an
championships.
item that they
Like you
that I
end
want
up
them to
saving
have.
one of the host
But in a
dogs
pinch,
or
you
something.
use it on
Dude,
your own. Again, once again,
imagine.
get some surprise lore.
I'll be
out
on the
of it.
lookout. I'll be on the lookout.
And I promised you a legendary from the Big Hero 6.
All right,
side,
Baymax.
And of course, it has to be Baymax.
Okay.
Armored Companion. This is a 5-cost inkable, 2 strength, 6 willpower, 2 lore. The ability, the treatment is working. When you play this character and whenever he quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from another chosen character of yours. Gain 1 lore for each 1 damage removed this way. This is a fun piece of art right
That's actually,
Good way to swing the
I think, really good.
pendulum there.
Well, and
That's
this is
actually
also,
really
going along with
good.
the theme that started, I believe, in Shimmering
Gain
Shines, or
1
was it
lore for
before that,
each
where
1
the
damage
art for the
removed this
legendaries
way.
Yes.
breaks the border.
So if you
in
remove
certain
2
key
damage,
places.
you
I think
gain
it's a
2
really
lore.
fun, detail there.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun playing around with how we.
So
do
you
that and
quest
how
with him.
far we go and.
No, when you
we're
play
starting to
him,
get into the groove here.
Yeah,
You gain
no,
2
it's-
lore.
it
No,
looks
no, wait,
amazing.
wait. When you
How we're
play him
breaking
and
that
when you
flame.
quest,
And
you
it's
could
subtle,
do
but
the
it's really
ability.
effective, I think, especially with like brighter effects like this. And then you've got these interesting little things here. Can you tell us about those, or are those still secret?
No, not secret at all. I think those are the Ink Runner ships.
Ink Runner
and
ships,
Those
okay.
happen to be native to the world of.
Do they sell those big cards and
You can
posters?
see a
I
lot
wish.
more of
I would
those
buy
and
them.
A lot of different versions of that same ship.
Right. So these are.
Those
how,
should be
like,
one of the prizes that you
Lumineers
get
and
if you
Glimmers
place
traverse
like high enough in the
large
tournament. You get like these
distances.
For those that
giant
don't
cardboard
fly on
things.
their own, I would say, right?
Right.
Because they
Like
have the
Baymax.
luxury of They have the luxury
Yo, this
of
set's like
flying
the
on their own.
Baymax
But yeah,
set,
we
the
have
Big Hero 6 set,
some,
and I ain't
some
mad
very
about it.
cool little Ink Runners coming up. And
Awesome.
you guys will get to see a couple of them.
That's exciting. Very cool. Okay, now moving on to Rescue Rangers.
My
All
child-
right, Rescue Ranger.
My teenagehood. I don't know. I'm an old man. I'm an old man. I don't know. Anyway, but of course, we have Chip. Ranger
go,
leader,
Chip in his
starting off
jacket.
This part of the card reveals he is a 4-cost inkable, 3 strength, 4 willpower, 2 lore, has ability the value of friendship.
Yeah.
While you have a character named Dale in play, this character gains support.
Yeah, this is just one of the many cards that we
I don't
like
think
to
that's
tie
that great.
and have that synergy.
So far, the characters that have the
crossing both
support
cards.
ability
Yes,
haven't
this is
really
actually
like.
perfect because not only does the art connect, but so does like the
Yeah, the mechanics, like the
mechanic,
game.
it's so
the
cool,
game
yeah.
itself, he wants
Wowed
Dale
me.
out. Yeah, that's super fun.
And then now you need Dale in play to make his effect work.
Lots of
So
detail in there.
I'm not a believer. I love Chip and
We
Dale,
don't
but
have the art you were talking about, but we do have Dale. This one is Dale Mischievous Ranger.
okay.
Hey, he is a 4-cost inkable, 3 strength, 4 willpower, 1 lore with the ability Nuts About Pranks. Well, when you play this character, you may put the top 3 cards of your deck into your discard to give chosen character -3 strength until the start of your next turn. And this one's cool because they're both on there. Chip
When
and
you
Dale
play
both
this
on
character,
in
you
the
may
art
put the
here.
top 3
And I love
cards
that he's
of your
dropping
deck into your
acorn balls.
discard and give
3
chosen.
specifically, right?
Oh, sure.
Because that ties
I don't know, but dude, I
So he
think that
drops
card
3 acorns
sucks.
on whoever you want to challenge, and they lose strength because they're like ducking.
Convince me
I
I'm
love
wrong.
That story of the card. That's super fun.
But
We
like,
try and tie little
that card
details
sucks.
into it as much as we
You
possibly
play
can,
it,
'cause
you
we're
lose
also
the top
in
3 cards of your deck.
defense, I mentioned,
yeah,
right?
you guys play.
Watch out,
Like,
It could be
this
good
is-
cards.
Yeah, and you love
You
Fifth
minus
Deck,
3
like,
attack to a
rescue.
chosen character until the start of your next turn. Like if it was -3 permanently, okay.
Gadget Hack Wrench.
I don't know. I don't like it.
She is a 6-cost inkable, 3 strength, 6 willpower, 3 lore. She is the Brilliant Bosun.
Shift
She
4.
has Shift 4, and her ability Mechanically Savvy. While you have 3 or more items in play, you pay 1 ink less to play Inventor characters. This is like, you can, I'm sure a lot of you are already going, Inventor deck.
Yep.
I'm going to build the Inventor deck. But
I mean,
we
blue
see
decks
another-
already run so
we
many
see another
items, so
ink runner there.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That
She's
would
kind of
be
like standing.
decent.
I love that classic gadget pose right there. Thumbs up. She's super
The art is
cute.
beautiful for these cards,
the
but so
goggles
far
and the
none
ears
have
popping
been
out like an
insane
eyepiece.
ability-wise, except maybe
And as a
Baymax.
bonus,
Yeah,
we got to
Baymax is the only one that's
I
wowed
didn't know
me.
what Bosun meant.
Oh, sure, yeah,
It's like expert.
When is the PlayStation one, or
Well,
did
it's
I
a-
miss it? The
it's
PlayStation one
it's-
happened
yeah,
earlier
it's a
today.
ship's
It was
crew.
only
They have a
9 minutes, so I
whistle.
didn't even
The
stream
Bosun's
it. They didn't
whistle.
reveal anything.
Yeah, and
I
that's
did not know
Like
that.
That's-
new
yeah,
games or anything. It was just a new PlayStation
other than that, I'm
console,
not
like
sure what
the
they do.
PlayStation 5 Pro,
Like they're supposed to be like
and it was
a
like
specialized
$700.
person.
I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
That's what lots of people watching going, okay, guys. Ryan said he was an Age of Sail nerd. Yeah, okay. Well,
You guys make us smarter with these little details.
Okay, you gotta DM me what you want for the Mufasa card that you put aside for me.
Scale too. That's kind of fun too. Okay.
It definitely helps with a small character like her not look gigantic.
Right.
Are you gonna
All right,
buy
wrapping
these
up
little kind
our
of big
reveals
cards?
for
If they're
Rescue
available, I
Rangers,
would.
We have Rescue Rangers away. This is
Okay.
a 2-cost inkable action. And it says count the number of characters you have in play. Chosen character loses strength equal to that number until the start of your next turn. And this one is
I don't
just
think
a
that
lot
card's that
going
good either.
Yes. This is like instant.
If it was like a
nostalgia
song,
for
it would
that
be
was there during
better.
that time, right?
But
Like,
just
this
because
is
it's
your
like
Friday
it's an
afternoon.
Oh, it's amazing.
action,
I love it.
2
Yeah,
costs.
and Mariana is
I don't
one,
know.
just
It's
one
more
the
of like a
very
fun
super
card
talented
for like
artists that
fun
work on
decks.
this, and she is
But like
amazing.
competitively,
She
I
has
don't think
a
that card's that
love
great.
for Rescue Rangers.
Watch me like get
So
wrecked
that-
by
that
it.
time for
It's pretty clear too. I mean,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I love the
detail
artwork.
here
The artwork's amazing.
this
I would
thing.
love that as a playmat.
What I think is interesting from a gameplay standpoint here is that normally any card that reduces a character's strength only does it the turn you play it. This one extends until your next turn. So this means that not only can you challenge that character on the turn you play this and not get any or get less
still
damage back,
hindered on their
but on their turn they won't want to challenge with it. So you might use it that way too, saying, well, that character has high strength, I'm going to reduce it so that I'm at less risk. I'm going to quest with a bunch of my guys or something like that. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting take on the strength reduction mechanic there. All right, so next we've got a couple of Stitch cards. Starting
Okay,
off
show me
with the
some
first
heavy
location
hitters
reveal.
here.
And
Crowd
it
favorite.
is the Galactic Council Chamber, which I think is the only way I could say that's such a fantastic
3 costs,
name.
inkable.
It is a 3-cost inkable.
While you have an
it has
alien or
7
robot
willpower and a
character
move
here,
cost
this
of 1
location
and
can't be
1
challenged.
lord. And the ability Federation Decree. While you have an alien or robot character here.
Yo, is
this
Gantu
location-
actually going to be a good card now?
So is
Yo,
there, what is
alien
it-
support.
what are the
Yo, are we
differences
gonna
between
get
doing,
Gantu?
An action or a character card versus
Being broken?
I mean, obviously the difference of aspect ratio, but are there other differences?
He's hands
Well, I
down
would
the
say
worst
focus
legendary
is
in the whole
definitely
game.
okay.
right? You're
And he was,
gonna-
like, released
you're
at
gonna
1, I
pan
think.
out a lot more in order to capture the grandeur
sure,
of
sure.
the location. This one specifically was one of our very first challenges because the whole point of this set is that you're out to sea. Right?
Oh,
You're
sure,
on
yeah.
this- on this
Yeah,
really
yeah.
weird area, but then you have some locations. Right.
Right.
So instead of just doing, I think we could have gone the route of like, let's just do an island, right?
Right, right.
They're all on an island.
Yeah.
We figured like this is so big and it's like it would be so cool to have that whirlpool in the center.
Yeah, I love that.
We're like, yeah, you know what? It's just sticking out of the
Galactic
sea.
Council
It's doing some
Chamber.
strange stuff.
I wonder if it
Physics again. that I
explodes
was starting to talk about.
even
You
more
start to see
popular
a
when
little
we
bit
get
more of
Marvel
it
and
here,
Star
right?
Wars
There's
packs, dude.
whirlpools,
I don't
there's,
Yeah.
like these big tentacle.
Oh, yeah,
looking
yeah.
I
pieces
can't even
coming up.
imagine.
Kinda come
There's
up on that
walls
side.
that are gonna appear later in the set, and as you.
I have a
can
feeling
tell,
that the next
probably,
villain is
this
gonna be Captain
not-
Hook.
most canon version.
It's
of
this
No,
is
it's
a
got
pirate
some-
theme
got a lot of
for the
steel
set.
influences.
Yeah, it's got
Like,
the
it has
steel,
to be
symbols
Hook,
there.
right?
Yeah.
I also love
Which I wanted
Stitch
Jafar,
outline
or not
Yeah,
Jafar. I
like-
wanted
in the
Hades,
glass
but
there.
like
He's such a crowd favorite.
pirates,
I
the
don't know
sea,
anybody that
like
doesn't
it has
love
to be
Stitch,
Hook.
so
right.
We're like, just add him in there, make sure that it's obvious.
More
what-
Stitch.
What we're kind of,
Poor Stitch. All right. Well, speaking of Stitch, I have another action card, but it's got some delightful Stitch art. It is Hot
Yes.
Potato, everybody. It is a 3-cost inkable action, and the abilities choose one: either deal 2 damage to chosen character or banish chosen item. And it says this is not going to end well.
right. And you could almost hear his voice in this.
Oh,
right?
is this
Like,
card
he's
good?
kind of tossing it. And,
And this
Yeah.
bizarre,
3
what is
cost.
this? It's like carrot ray gun thing with he's got a ray gun and he's stuffed the carrot in it
Yeah,
and he's
it's
throwing
meant
it.
to
I
be
don't
like
know.
it's about to
I don't know if I'm a
explode,
believer
right?
of this card
Stuff the
either.
carrot
I don't
in
think
there
it's
and
like
it's
the worst card ever, but
And
like
then he like pulls the trigger. It's like
cocktail. Yeah.
he's like.
if this card was
And
a
then, of
1
course,
cost, it would
you
be
know,
so
sold really well
good.
by the ability itself, which is
But
either throw
a
it at
3
character
cost, like, do I
or
really
just
want to
throw it
waste
at
my
an item
turn
and it'll
3
blow it
playing
up.
that?
is super fun. Oh
Every
my
time
god.
I see these images and how they're paired with
What about Davy Jones?
the mechanic.
I don't know if they can do Pirates of the Caribbean.
Flavor text.
I would love it, but
man,
live
I owe
action
these
is a
guys
little risky.
Dinner or something.
Yeah, right,
because
that's
they do
amazing.
Such a wonderful job tying it all together.
And it's not easy. There's so especially like some abilities like this could feel. Now this one I think is close because it looks like you're throwing a thing, but it's not always clear. Like to
Right.
tell the story of of what the card is doing in the game, and so to be able to bridge it, I think this is a really good example. I also really like the detail that since this is glowing, he's got on his face. You can
glow,
see the glow on his hand and his face there.
Did you notice the starfish though?
What?
This,
Where's the starfish? Oh, right
Patrick
there.
confirmed.
That's awesome. I
and
love
you know,
that.
kind of going back to what we were talking about, the weird physics. You look in the back; those are not mountains. That's meant to be the water rising.
Oh,
and
right,
kinda
like the
doing these
maze.
Weird, yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, and now we talked about it earlier, but here it is. Stitch, Alien Buccaneer.
Yes. Yes.
He is a 4-cost uninkable card. He has 3 strength, 4 willpower, 2 lore, shift 3, an ability ready for action. When you play this character, if you use shift to play him, you may put an action card from your discard on top of your deck. And once again, we have a lot going on in this piece as
much,
well.
so much. Yeah, this started out as a just kind of let's just get the artwork in there, and then it just turned into this
Could be
just
good.
epic piece. And this opened our eyes because Christian, who is the artist on this, is now doing a lot.
I think
of
it's
biz
worth
stuff.
noting with these
Oh, cool.
inventor
Yeah, what's
matter
what's
cards
this
that
do?
Hiram
does
has that
mean
keyword.
all
Oh,
the
he
stuff
does?
Where we as set leads create the
Oh,
world.
shoot.
that
Oh,
the
development.
characters
Oh, it's
are-
visual
yeah,
development.
visual
I see.
development,
Okay, yeah.
It's our fancy.
Oh, so it's like
Fancy way.
blue sky, like kind of exploring what things might look.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so, man, what a fun job that must be.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot of fun for these guys, and I mean the amount of detail that he puts into it.
He does have the
Pretty
inventor
much any of the
keyword.
costumes that you see that are non-canon.
Things are
and,
gonna get crazy.
You know, we're exploring these things. He goes
I
in
actually
and
don't
does
think
a
this
lot
card's
of detail
awful.
and a lot
'Cause,
of
like,
background,
play in a mill
research,
deck,
and he
Oh, man.
actually,
shift
goes
That's
onto
so cool.
way
morph,
deep.
get a whole new world back, put on top of your
It's
deck.
fun. He
Yeah.
has-
And then
he
play
has
it.
a little eye patch. The fact that he has an eye
I
patch.
don't
that he's
hate
in
this
there.
card. I don't think it's
Yeah,
the best card ever,
it's
but I don't
packed with so
hate it.
much.
Oh, you got the chest hair coming out of the.
Still gotta
like,
watch that new video.
floating, It's very, it's almost like a cover of a novel.
You're not
You
missing
got-
much,
What I
it's
like
new.
is his blasters have been kind of piraticized or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it totally looks like, it says blaster clearly, but it looks like you might find.
I
it
think
on the
this
ship
Stitch
as
card's
well.
gonna
And then
get
wooden
enchanted.
swords.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. It's got wooden
He's
swords.
spicy, but not the regular.
Reveal one
metal blade
enchanted.
kind of spicy. But yeah, he's awesome, and he has a lot of detail built into every piece. Like even the sash. If you notice the sash, the little detail we threw in
Oh
there.
yeah! Oh my God, the flowers on
That
the
is
sash.
Lelo's. That's meant to
so
look like
cool.
Lelo's dress. Yeah.
That
Oh,
is
I
really
love
cool
that.
though that they have
Oh,
like
yeah, it's a
incorporate little
seagull
Easter
there.
eggs like that.
And some ink runners in the
Yeah,
back
some
too. Oh,
Different
there.
style ink runners. Yeah.
So it's kind of good. There's like we can zoom in on them so we can see all this stuff. All right, so now we just got a bunch more cards from a bunch of different franchises, and we're gonna start with
Okay.
Alice in Wonderland. We've got the Mad Hatter's Teapot.
Yes.
Okay, 2 cost
This is
inkable.
a 2-cost inkable item. It has the ability no room, exert and pay an ink. Each opponent puts the top card of their deck into their discard. And the flavor text says, Alice says, my goodness, the tea missed the cup. And Matt
Hold
says,
up.
no, my dear, the cup missed the
Exert.
tea. Which I really
One ink
enjoy.
each-
And there's actually a little thing, I don't know many people know this, but
Yo, this card's actually
some
kinda
of this
sick.
stuff, some of the flavor text is from the show itself. Some is written by our wonderful narrative team.
Yes.
Dude,
but there's a hidden
that is a
part of the
great card for a
that
mill
actually
deck.
Tells you where it's from. So this line
Each
right
turn you just
here,
keep doing, your opponent like loses the top
if
card
it
of the
looks
deck.
like a pen,
That
like
one's
this,
actually
then it
pretty
was written
good.
by
I
a
like that,
narrative
and it's a common card.
Sometimes it looks like an open book, and that means
All right,
it came
finally a
straight
card that I'm
from
actually
the
kind of
story
interested in.
itself. Now, sometimes you'll see a little musical sign, and that is when it is a lyric from
yeah.
a song. And so it's just a fun little detail. It's been out since day one. So go back and look at your cards. You'll see some of those. You'll see a little book there, and that means it came straight
Husband
from the
will
movie.
most
Sometimes you'll
definitely
see
make
this,
me rage
and it
with
came
that one.
straight from the minds of our narrative team.
Yeah. We're big on iconography, and I think that helps, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
kind of
actually like that card a
speaking of
lot.
that, I mean, it's kind of impressive how much information y'all have been able to put on the faces of these cards in a way that isn't like
yeah.
overwhelming.
And then if
So
you
that's
have
really
like
cool.
4 of those items on the
I'm not
field,
a reader.
each turn you just tap all 4.
So
Sure, you
I'm
gotta pay
good
1
at
ink for
reading
each of
all
them,
of
but like that's
I get to
4
look at the
cards
party
off the
up.
top
Very
of your
pretty,
opponent's
yeah,
deck.
This is fun. You see the
Lot of
magic
cool
kind of
details.
making the tea dodge the cup, and or making the cup dodge the tea.
Nuts.
It's really hard to say based on what the Mad Hatter thinks. All right. Okay, next up,
And it's
we have
inkable.
Sisu in her element.
Another
She is
Sisu
a
card.
5-cost inkable, 3 strength, 6 willpower, 2 lore. She has Challenger +2, and the quote, "I'm a water dragon." This is water.
So when
It's
Sisu attacks,
sort of my
Sisu
thing.
becomes a
Again,
5/6.
oh, and see, look, you can see the book there means that's straight from the source right there. Oh, and Sisu's always a delight. Like, you guys always knock out. She's got
When I get
such
home from
splendid
work, I might
colors
get a
and-
few packs. I'll let you know what
Oh,
I
man,
pull.
this is
Send me
such a
picks.
beautiful
Send me
piece there.
picks. What'd you pull?
The tiny detail on the tail.
I don't know if I love
down
this
the card
card. I
size,
think it's
gonna be
whatever.
Really tough to see, I think, but it's really neat. All the
It
stripes.
being a
Yeah, but when you have it,
a
like
3
this,
attack
hopefully on other products
default
later down
is
the
kind of
line, you're
what
gonna be
hurts
able
it.
to really
Also, like
appreciate
5
these
is a
details.
little expensive.
I think
Yeah.
my favorite is like how she's.
It's not even a
walking
shiftable
on
either.
Droplets of water, right? Like,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
really
Oh, that's
emphasizing that
super
word,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I think the mill cards need to be
And
more
it's
than
surfing,
one card to
just
be
walking
relevant.
around,
Relevant,
just
unfortunately.
walking
I
on the
mean,
water, and you get to see
yes,
some of
there's a lot of
the
moving
walls
parts.
coming up around her.
I wouldn't say that item card is like
from a gameplay
the
standpoint,
mill
you're gonna have 6
card,
willpower and 2
but I would
lore.
say it would help.
That's, you're gonna
You know,
probably get at
every
least 4
card
lore out
helps
of
when
it,
it comes
if
to
not 6.
milling.
And so she can be quite formidable. All right, one of my favorite enemies, creatures. I don't know what you call them. They're called
Won't be home
Kakamora.
from work until October 16th, so we'll be
One
home.
is one of my favorite movies of all time. And
Kakamora.
these Tiny creatures.
4
are just
costs,
hilarious. They're
uninkable,
cute
5/2,
and also threatening,
rush.
Like cute and creepy, or cute and scary. I'm not sure how to describe it.
nice.
Anyway, so we have a 4-cost uninkable. This is Kakamora Boarding Party. 5 strength, 2 willpower, 1 lore. They have rush and the quote, "Moana. Do you think they saw us? Maui. They saw us."
As evidenced by him jumping into action. Right?
Now, I suspect you've had to do a lot of Kakamora for this.
What do we think about this card, chat?
Was there kind of a deep dive into the Kakamora?
Yes, yeah, and that was a whole.
I mean,
basically a whole
having
lesson
a
that
character
we
with
have to
rush
understand.
5
None of them
attack
are the
is
same, right? I mean,
is
they're all
almost as
different,
good
right?
as
So-
They're all meant to be
Maui,
very different. And
but this is an
there's
uninkable
a lot of
card,
different,
and it has
shape language that
2
gets
defense,
built
so
into
it's
each one
dying
of
like
them.
right away.
The ranks also, which is also very cool.
Oh, is that right?
We have the chief in here.
Oh yeah, sure.
I think
yeah.
this card's gonna be like really good for like sealed events.
Yeah, I have to wonder, like, do the
But, like,
stripes,
in a
are they,
main
like,
deck,
is
I don't
there,
know about that.
Something to each one. It's just really interesting to see and of course on
I don't know
screen it was
about
so
it.
effective to see all the different Kakamora
Yeah.
at the same time.
And you see different shape sizes.
Kakamora.
That's amazing. Okay, and now next up we have Tigger in the Crow's Nest.
Okay.
Oh, I love the Winnie the Pooh characters.
Yes.
3 cost, inkable,
very young
0/4,
child, I've always been a
evasive.
fan. And of course, Tigger's a lot of fun.
When you play
He's
an
a
action, this
3-cost
character gets +1
inkable
attack and
character,
+1 lore this turn.
0 strength, 4 willpower, 1 lore, has evasive and the ability to
Yeah, it
swash
might
your
be too
buckles.
squishy.
Whenever you play an action, this character gets +1 strength and +1 lore this turn. Now, this set is amazing because in almost in every piece, there's just a lot, right? There's just a lot.
I love
of
that Tigger
action on the-
artwork.
it's
I don't
really
know
cool.
That
if
speaks a
this
lot
card
to the
is.
shape language that we're building into all of these, right?
You say
Wanted
shape
to-
language a lot. Like,
Yeah.
unpack that a bit.
I
So what do you
mean,
mean by shape
Sure.
language?
So each.
It's actually
each ink
not
has a different
awful.
shape language.
Oh,
It's
okay.
evasive,
Where we're
but it doesn't have any
discussing, like, for
attack
instance,
unless you
here,
play an
Tigger
action.
is meant to be Ruby. He's not a shy character, right? He's an
sure.
adventurer.
He's
He's out
brash.
there.
So if you play in like a red purple,
These are the types of
and then you
characters
play
that
like,
jump
oh, it
into
can't sing
action
friends
first
though.
and ask questions later. So when you look at these cards, you're gonna see a little
could sing
flair
friends.
of that side of the character.
But then you don't get
And also
the
we're
to
building
use
in
up
a
that
lot of
1
different
lore,
sharp
extra
angles,
lore.
right? Because
Oh,
it's
okay.
really-
Oh,
I don't
sure.
know.
Like the
I
don't think it's
symbol,
awful
the
card.
sharp
I
angle.
think it's all
Yeah,
right.
if you look at the ink bar, you see a lot of the zigzags that are built into that. You'll see that echo.
It is a rare
into
card,
not
though,
only
so-
the way that the rope is kind of swaying around, which brilliant work by John.
Yeah, that's really great.
But you also see that echoed in the birds that are in the
The
background.
clouds, like they're like, almost lightning bolt.
I think that's
clouds.
the
Yeah.
theme of the season. Great art,
interesting
meh
looking
abilities.
runners that
They
don't
also
seem
try to
bad.
save
They
a lot of
also
the
seem
heavy hitter
very
abilities for later
zigzag
on. They don't want to
motion
reveal
and
all the goods on
I
their
like that
first
when I first saw this art, I thought he had both feet
Lorecast
on the
or
mast.
the first
Yeah.
But
little
he doesn't. He has one foot on the mast and then his
teases.
tail actually wrapped
There's
around
just
the mast. His
two,
other foot's kind of- even going
what are
towards that,
what are feet?
It's like it's very Ruby, right? It's
Yeah.
very oh, that's super fun.
I expect to get like
Never
one or
shifted.
two like
No.
really good
Yeah,
cards
yeah.
revealed today, and
Next
then the
up,
rest
we
are just
have
kind of
Jim
filler.
Hawkins, honorable pirate.
Jim is back.
He is a 7-cost inkable, 4 strength, 7 willpower, 2
Dang,
lore.
okay.
He's got bodyguard and the ability hire a crew. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of pirate character cards and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Now this is just a fantastic. I don't know if you know.
I don't think that card's
from the movie.
bad.
Is it?
I think
Oh,
that
wow,
card's
yeah.
actually okay,
this is
especially if you build a pirate deck.
Details in there.
And then
Fantastic.
there's lots of what is the
A 4 attack saves it from Medusa.
Those are all actually
7
aliens
defense
from
is
the
pretty
crew.
beefy.
Oh, right.
2
Oh, of
lore.
course, yeah,
It's
yeah,
good.
yeah. Oh,
Bodyguard as
It's hard
well.
to tell, but they're back. Sure. And most of them do appear in other cards.
Not bad.
You get to see them.
Oh yeah, is that right? Oh, that's
This
very
card
cool.
would be
That's very
even
cool.
better
I like
if it
this,
was
of course. I've been
shiftable,
playing
but
this
you
in
know,
my pirate
it is
deck,
what it is.
And it's one of those I play against my opponent, and it's if you make your deck right, you just end up drawing 2 on average 2 or 3 cards out of it. It's super strong. I mean, you're paying the cost for it, but it's a really fun card.
Yeah.
All right, and finally,
And that's a
we have
super rare
the
too.
last card is a legendary,
Okay.
and it is
Please be good.
Yzma, Conniving Chemist.
4 cost
she is
inkable,
a
3/3.
4 cost inkable, 3 strength, 3 willpower, 2 lore. She has the ability feel the power. Exert if you have fewer than 3 cards in your hand. Draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. And the quote on the bottom says, "One of these has got to work. Let's see what happens." All right, Yzma. She looks like she's fun to draw. I'm no artist.
If you have fewer
but
than
she
3
just looks
cards in your
fun to
hand,
to.
draw until you have 3
Is.
cards in your
And You'll
hand.
notice a lot of the shape language again in this.
3/3 is
Oh,
decent
amethyst.
stats.
Yeah, okay.
2
So there's a lot of
lore is
crescent shapes that
decent.
are echoed everywhere. That
4
we can get
costs. I
them.
mean, if this
Cool.
card
So you
was
can,
3 costs,
go
that would be
back,
even more
like,
crazy.
look at all your amethyst cards and look for the crescents. It's
Yeah.
really neat.
I think
love
I think this
detail.
card's
Remember that,
okay.
Like typically,
I think
we
it's-
say that it looks
think it's
like
good.
magical fire.
Oh, sure.
I don't hate
It
it.
has that very crescent shape.
I can see it being
shape
very
language
strong.
To it, and we throw that into windows when we can.
You empty your hand and then you activate the ability, draw 3 cards again. Yeah, okay.
I could also hear a lot of
All
players.
right.
I can hear their eyebrows raising because this ability can be really good. I mean, a lot of you all know, like when you play, you can run out of cards sometimes, like because you're inking card and playing one or more cards in your turn. You can, by the time you're at, I don't know, depending on your deck.
This
you
card
know,
is
you
great
have
as a
cards.
top-end
So this
card for
is a
aggro.
character that we'll make sure that
That's what I'm
at least
saying.
for a
Play all
turn,
your
you're
hand,
not going to run out of cards. Now you combine this
exert
with
it,
some
draw 3
bodyguard,
cards,
next
and then
thing
play
you
your
know,
hand again.
You're drawing a lot of cards. So this is a really exciting card.
Amber
And that is
Amethyst
what we
Hyper
have
Aggro
today
getting
for
crazy.
Card reveals. I want to thank Edgar for coming out, and I also want to say.
But Yzma is also a little
I've
bit
always
high
been a
cost
fan
for an
of
aggro
your
deck.
team's
But you know
work,
what?
the
I still
creative
think
team.
it could work.
The reason it's beautiful is because of the creative team. And Edgar, thank you so much for making this a beautiful
Thank you.
game. It is outstanding. So thanks for coming by, man.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for the announcements.
He
But if you
teleported
stick
away.
around after the break, you're going to learn about one of my favorite ways to play, a new play format we call Pack Rush.
All right, chat. What was your favorite card that got revealed? I'm saying that Tea Party card, that like exert item, and then your opponent discards the top card of their deck. I like that one. I think the Baymax one was cool. I like the big Baymax, not the little one. And I guess Yzma. Those are my 3. Baymax and Teapot one. Yeah. By the way, Cage, that thing we discussed, we may have insurance and medical done. Have you discussed with Mrs.? Yeah, it's not happening, buddy. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not happening. Baymax definitely best card they shown. Yeah, Baymax is really good. Cause like the amount of lore you can get from that combo is nuts. When you play it and when you quest, you remove 2 damage from a character, and you get a lore for each damage removed that way. So if you have 2 damage on a character, you play that card, boom, remove 2 damage, you gain 2 lore. And then when you quest with him, which he quests for 2, you do that ability again, you gain another 2 lore if you remove another 2 damage. That's 4 lore. How is that card bad? That card's great. And I believe it was shiftable, right? So And there are also Ruby cards that come in with damage. Yes. So Ruby Sapphire deck might get a little bit more spicy. You know, you have the Beast that comes in with damage, the Mother Gotha that comes in with damage, Mulan. And then like you can have your Mauis attack characters, challenge characters, take them out. Maui has damage. Baymax, you play him, remove the damage, gain the lore. Rinse and repeat. Maui, attack, damage, quest with Baymax, heal, Maui's back to normal, attack, quest with Baymax, heal. Dude, Ruby Sapphire is already a pretty solid deck. I feel like it's just gonna get better. Okay, but the other offer is still on the table. The other offer is more doable. I'm like pretty sure we can do that. Did you hear about the new Venom trailer coming? No. Man, I'm already brewing. I'm already thinking about decks for set 6. Even though set 5 just came out not too long ago. If Hiram has shown us anything on play and quest abilities are busted. Dude, tell me about it. A character that has a on play ability already I think is great. But then the ability activates again if you quest. And Hiram is a 1/6? What were they smoking when they made that card? And now, with the whole inventor archetype being more prevalent in this new set, Hiram might be even more crazy. Because wasn't one of the cards like Hero was like, when you play this card, you pay 2 ink or something, you search for an inventor character and you put it on top of your deck or something like that. Or was it Baymax? Something. But there are now strategies you can do with Hiram. Oh man. Blue, red is getting the bread. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm over here wanting Titans to work. There's still no new Titan cards. Not sure about the Chris Hemsworth as Optimus. There's only one Optimus voice. Yep, and it's me. I got Lorcana League Night tonight. I don't know what deck I'm gonna be playing. I've been messing around with Blurple, but I don't know. Like, it's fun and it's cool, but I don't know if it's like viable. It doesn't have like a whole like board wipe or like board removal. Every color has one except for purple and blue. Dude, there was so much that happened today, chat. 9 a.m. this morning, Noob Saibot trailer. 11 a.m. PlayStation event that showed off the PlayStation 5 Pro. And then now the Lorecast. Whoa, that's a good pack pull right there. Guys, spoilers, I'm in this commercial. Just kidding, they cut me out. Gaston quested for 3. No way you just have an enchanted Elsa like that. You crazy. That card's like $800. It was like 2,000 at one point. Hey, they're using that challenge promo Cinderella. I have one of those in my deck. Dragonfire? Who be playing Dragonfire nowadays? Yeah, that would be my reaction too if I got Dragonfired in 2024 set 5.
Welcome back.
I think the hero search a robot or item.
Rush. Now, Pack Rush is one of my favorite ways to play because all you need Each
Searching
player
for the
needs 2
popsicle.
packs, and you need a friend. And today,
Searching for the lucky dime.
is our global organized play manager. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for
Would be
having
cool
me.
to see
Right, now,
Marvel
some of you
deck
may
because
remember
they
this
could do all
because
sorts of
at
Infinity
one of
Stone
your
cards.
events, the
Yeah.
challenge event in Atlanta.
If
I
we're
started
getting
toying
Marvel,
around
we're
with
not
this
getting it
with
for
some
a
of the
long
fans there.
time.
And so if you
I'm
remember
saying
that, if
like
some of you were
2030.
there, it has changed a little bit since you saw it because we came up with it there, kind of started playing it, and then we brought it back to the office, and the design team got a hold of it, and now we have what we call a pack rush. So let's go
me,
through some of the basics of
33.
the rules, and then we'll play again.
It sounds like
Now, first of all, as I
you're
mentioned before, each player needs 2
deep
packs.
into the Lorcana
You're gonna
scene.
open
What
the
deck are you
packs,
running right
take
now?
out the marketing card and put those in your ink well. So you're going to start with 2 ink right off the bat with those 2 marketing cards. The rest of the card, shuffle them and do your best not to look at them. I mean, you can, they're your cards, do what you want, but I think it's a lot more fun when you shuffle the cards and during the game you have no idea what you've drawn or what you're going to draw. The other rules are we're playing to 15 lore. You start with 5 cards instead of 7, and in the really unlikely event that you run out of cards in your deck, just shuffle your discard back into your deck. Now, we're, don't want anyone losing the game just because we're starting with fewer cards.
I never played Pack Rush before.
Okay, so
I've
let's
seen
go
that
ahead
at
and
the side
open
events, but I
packs.
never did it.
Now, I recommend when you open the packs, do it from the flap side right here. That way, when you open it, the first thing you'll see is that marketing card there. You won't
Blue
spoil
Steel
any,
was the last thing I
of the
played
other
and got
cards.
bodied by
Put that
aggro.
right into your inkwell.
That
and
will
place the
happen.
cards off to the side.
That
Open
will
your
happen.
second
Blue
pack, do the
Steel,
same
I feel
thing.
like is not as good in this new set.
There we go.
But
Inkwell,
that's what
off the
always
side,
happens.
and
The
then
new
I
set
like to shuffle
releases and
kinda
Blue
like
Steel
this,
gets put on the back burner,
Yeah,
and then
no
once like the
kidding.
meta is kind of figured out, then Blue Steel adapts and starts wrecking
Okay,
folks.
Oh yeah, careful now.
That's
I was like,
usually how it
just
goes. So
throw it
Yeah,
I'm
right.
I'm,
Now, I
I'm
know what
assuming
you're
Blue
thinking,
Steel is going to
what
make
if I have
the
enchanted? I don't
resurgence.
want to scuff up my
in a
enchanted.
few
And
weeks.
that's, if you're really worried about it, I'd say just go ahead and check that one card slot to see if you got an enchanted.
The back art of
so
the
there
cards
you go.
look
All right,
cool.
so once we're shuffled
They are
up, we're
pretty
going to start
sweet.
with 5 cards.
All right. So you start with 5 cards. You put the 2
And
back
alter your hand accordingly.
advertisement things
What do I got?
as ink. Start with 5 cards. What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh?
Cards.
I have a really good card for the format, but I
You
don't
going to
know
any
if it
challenges?
is.
Me,
So it's
33.
like-
Altering is different in this format too because you're starting with 2 ink in the inkwell. It kind of changes, like like
Yeah.
I just altered away a couple of 1-cost cards for that very reason. Like, oh, I want to start at like 2 or 3 ink.
But what happened if the pack,
think I might
the
make
cards
a-
that you pulled from the
make a
pack are like
mistake
super
right
high
there.
costs and you're screwed?
We're just gonna those 2, and I'm gonna keep the
I
one.
like her hat. It's
probably
very
should
like
not
on
keep.
theme of like the pirates.
You never know. All right.
It looks like a
so
pirate
go ahead and
hat.
shuffle up, and then we'll decide who goes first. Now, I like to decide who goes first using only 1 die because ties can be annoying sometimes. But also, my way, you get to insult your opponent too. So what you do is you say you're odd, and then you roll a die, and look, it's odd. She goes first,
Yay!
right? So
And
this
it's
is-
true, I am.
I mean,
It's
you
not
were-
even an
This
insult.
is like, some might say you've dressed up for today, but no, this is just normal Meg.
This
wear.
is just
This-
normal aesthetic. Yeah, like I already have the hat and
I vibe with it. I vibe with the look.
and the
Outstanding.
shirt.
Went to Toronto and we were discussing our
All
win
right.
losses each round.
All right, what do you got?
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna actually ink Hypnotic Deduction. Because
I drunk?
I want to play Grumpy.
Wait,
Grumpy.
hold up.
It's
We were
Skeptical
discussing
Knight.
our win loss
The
each
first
round.
name.
All right, I need
Okay.
a first name basis here because
Okay.
all I'm getting is username. I can't
Raise a
read
draw.
through the
All
monitor.
right, so I am going to ink. Well,
So
that's a tough
don't
one.
give me
Ink
robot with
right.
tongue sticking out emoji,
I'm going to
okay?
use all of my ink to play Bonsai and Merryweather. So I could spend an ink. I'm not going to do that.
See, how in the world
can
am I
also
supposed to
reserve
know it
some
was you,
characters
Nate?
that aren't any, so I
Like,
just-
come
I just want
on.
some characters up. So there we go.
Well, I think it's really
This
cool
guy
that,
comes
like,
over here. His
literally
username
your
is
turn one, you're playing
me33.
seven
How in the
cards.
world
Like,
does
it
that
feels
even
unfair,
relate to
honestly.
Nathan at all?
Well, I'm
Like
one of
if
the
your
game
name was
designers,
like
so, you know.
Nathanator or something, I'd be
I
like,
reserve the
oh,
right to
okay,
change the
cool.
names.
This guy
benefit me.
thinks I
It's gonna be like,
know.
this die is another.
See, now I ask you all these
Okay.
questions. I already know the answers because I
No.
play
Okay,
with
okay,
you
go ahead.
like all the time at locals. This guy over here putting me through a roller coaster of emotions.
Honestly, same.
Guys, if you guys don't know,
we're gonna
me33
go ahead
is
and
is a
cover
friend from
as
locals. He was at Toronto as well. He was playing Steel Song.
Characters
I was a little jealous because that was my
I wish
deck.
I also had locations. That would be
But-
like, pretty cool. So, but instead, I think
The
we're
deck
just
bricks on me all the time, so I chose not to go with it.
Razor.
Oh my.
Well,
Button fudge.
Ruthless rival.
Lore, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Read to him, Nathan.
That
It's
two ink
me,
there just
so
sitting there.
me is-
I know. I don't have anything else.
Oh
Anyways,
play.
I
no. All right.
Yeah.
forgot
No,
what
I'm
I
a
was
liar.
saying.
I want to play one more.
Oh,
Oh
train of
my!
thought.
Why did I give her?
Did pretty good on it, but also
Okay.
wasn't good enough to
Napoleon
make day
taught
2.
us
Oh my God.
to never interrupt your opponent while they're making.
Also, didn't you like ID the last
Should've
2
listened to
games?
Napoleon today.
It's true. Yeah.
You
Now
have
I'm gonna
to
play Sleepy.
Sleepy.
But now I have a night, but I don't have a location, and so really, it really,
well,
what does
one
it
can
do
only
for me?
hope. All right, I'm going to ink Nala, and I will play. I have a knight too, Dopey.
Oh my
But I don't have.
See,
another
I have
knight,
a
so I
Steel
can't
Song
use
deck
this
made.
ability,
I actually
so-
have like
Trade.
15 decks made on the side of me right now. No joke. You want to see all my decks?
Your turn.
This is deck 1. This is deck 2. This is deck
We're
3.
gonna ink Visions of the Future,
This is deck 4.
and
This is deck 5.
you're gonna.
This is deck 6.
Alright.
Oh,
This is deck 7.
We're gonna.
This is deck 8.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just made this one this morning. This is
Pretty
deck
good.
9.
I guess.
I mean, I'm like almost a quarter way there.
Are you spending any ink?
This is deck
What do you have in
10.
your hand?
Okay, I have 10 decks.
Don't look.
Don't show me. Don't show me.
But I don't know which one I want to
see.
play.
All right. Ready, set,
I have a deck
draw.
that I enjoy playing, but it's not good.
All right. Well, there we go.
It gets stomped by Steel Song, and that's going to be a big meta. Everyone's going to be playing Steel Song.
All right. I'm gonna see
Yeah,
who's
did the
invited
math,
to
and it was
ball.
impossible to make
Reveal the 50
adequate
cards,
points
put
to
any
make day 2,
characters.
so I just took
reveal-
the sure
see,
thing
I do
promos.
not accept- Monstro is
Yeah.
invited to the ball.
Hey,
That is
well,
going to
I got to a
be
point where
room.
it was
hard.
not able to
Tell
make
you what.
day 2, so, but
How
I'm
many
like, you know what?
guests
I'm going to play my
can actually
hardest
add to the
and
room,
try to get
right?
as
There's
many
another
wins as I
room at the
can,
party now.
so I can
Right,
just
yeah.
You know, in his
place
stomach.
higher on the
On
leaderboard.
the
He's
bottom
its
deck.
own venue.
So then people can stop making fun of me for
Cocktails on my
757.
ribs. What do you say?
All right, now your boy's
um,
165, baby. We're moving up.
Well, I gotta do
If I was
something.
playing Vegas,
Not
I
great.
would place
Well, I'll
100.
tell you what. Bonsai.
God, I wish. I
is going to
wish
chase away Taffeta Mutton Fudge, but
I can
in
get
the
off the wait
process-
list, man.
Oh,
I
what-
keep
what
seeing
is he
people getting off the
bodyguard?
wait list, and I'm so jealous.
Oh, that's so bad. Well, at least
Yeah.
he has 0 strength. so I
Please,
guess
Ravensburger,
Dopey and Sleepy are gonna have a
Eventbrite,
little chat,
They're just gonna.
Right.
PPG.
Okay.
and then Bonsai's gonna
Remove me.
gonna finish the argument,
off
basically.
see.
the wait
Yeah.
list.
He's going
I just want to play.
And
I don't wanna play the
will
side events. I
exert,
mean, I will,
and
but,
gain
like-
one more lore and slowly creep up to your.
I wanna
total.
play.
All right,
We're
go
close.
ahead.
Man, 10 decks, yeah. You might be saying, Cage, why do you have so many decks made? The question should be saying, why do I not have more decks made?
What?
I try to make a deck of every single
wanna see
top
what
meta
I-
deck out there,
No.
and
No, don't
then
play.
I
You're
can
right.
play
Don't play,
against
play. I'm
it,
kidding. What is
so I can,
Look,
practice
I'm
and,
just
and know
excited. And
how
this
to
is why
face them.
sometimes you may not want to riffle shuffle.
Or if I do really well with the opposite deck, then I can be like, oh, maybe I'll start playing this deck
I
more.
put 4 packs out, and I said pick 2. That was the wrong answer.
Sure, you never let me pick. I'm never lucky.
Oh no, and you have a knight, so
I
she's
know.
got resist
I know.
one.
Yeah.
That just keeps
Steel
getting
Song
easier.
So yeah,
Is
so
going to be
it's
very
Resist one.
prominent and dominant.
If I had known,
and
I wouldn't.
everything that
have,
rhymes with that in
used
Vegas.
Sleepy.
Hey, I've
And,
got Monstro.
You do have Monstro.
I know for a
Yeah.
fact.
Okay, and then
The Steel Song mirror is the worst.
The thing is,
If you
so
go
I
first
want
and you have
her to
Cinderella
continue having
and you have Let the
this,
Storm Rage
so
on,
all
you
we're
pretty much
gonna
win.
do is we're just gonna-
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, that's.
So, yeah, not sure how I feel about
Draw. Maybe I'll draw.
Steel Song
No,
mirror.
not a Snow White.
It's Kanai, Big Brother.
I wonder
so I will
if
make
eventually
an
they will
entity.
release
What?
a console and PC online
just
version
like,
of the
yeah,
game. I
okay,
mean, there
look,
was
this is-
an unofficial
this is your job.
Lorcana online
me out.
game, but then
Yeah,
it
go
got
on.
taken down by
God, I have a card I'd love to
the big
use
mouse man
ability on,
himself.
but that is not in.
I actually bought Lorcana, by the way. I have yet to play it because I'm waiting to play with my
Bonsai
friends.
And Taffeta will have their
Let me know how you do,
and-
and if you pull
and
anything
they
crazy,
each other way.
don't tell me because I'm gonna get jealous.
Well, shoot.
You already went to
So,
Chicago and Toronto. What's next, Seattle or Las Vegas?
Yeah, I think hold on.
Well, I'm going to Vegas, but I have a business trip that same weekend, so I'm going on a business trip, and then after that business trip, I'm flying to Vegas, and then I'm gonna play in the side events because I have an attendee badge. I'm a normie, I can't play in the main event. My
Doubling
buddy
my
has a
score.
main event ticket, so
And
he's gonna be
zero.
playing. And he told me, you know what he told me? You might still be watching the stream, and if you are,
You've got a 3 lore
I'm saying this
character
because we need to light some fire under you. He says that after the 3rd round, if he's not doing great, he's gonna drop out of tournament.
I think I have to ink Robin Hood as much
long,
as I
Robin
don't
Hood.
want to.
Why? What do you
You need to
have?
play through the
You've had this the whole game.
tournament.
What is this? Oh my
Okay?
God.
You can't just play the
We
first
said
3
nothing.
rounds and then
Look,
drop.
Oh my, what?
No.
I have no chance
You play it
whatsoever.
till the end
Lisa is
of
like
the
one
line.
Of my favorite Encanto characters.
There's no quitting here. We don't train
so strong.
quitters.
She is cool. Yeah, she is cool.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think
He's like, but
think
I
I
could
have
play the
to-
side event. No! You play the side events the
scary,
next
but we're
day.
doing
You
it.
played
Yeah.
through the whole
That's what you
first
had.
day, 9 rounds of
3,
Swiss.
4, 10.
Doesn't matter
10.
if you get
Okay. Okay, that's not
0-2'd
bad. All right. Are you
7 times in a
Yeah,
row.
I'm done.
You are
Hope
playing
so.
through the whole
Ready,
thing.
set, draw. Wee. Oh,
Jazz hands.
let's see here.
No
Okay,
hand.
well, let's
Um,
there. All right,
Steel
so let's see
Song,
what I've
Ruby
got
Sapphire,
here.
Ruby Amethyst,
So,
Amber, Emerald, I think will be the most played decks.
Merryweather is going to turn Grumpy.
Steel Song, agree. Ruby Sapphire, agree. Ruby Amethyst, agree.
let's see here.
Amber, Emerald, agree. I actually agree with all those.
Persist anymore.
I will also put
Well,
up
that's okay.
there
So I think
Emerald,
Actually, Monstro
Amethyst. I think that's like number
is
5.
going to challenge
That's probably the top
White.
5 decks I see being the most
damage
popular
on
at Vegas.
Monstro.
So if you're going to
But what
Vegas,
if we
anybody,
just
those
got a
are decks you
Sharpie
need to
right
prepare for.
here?
Not prepare for,
And I have to
Amber,
quest with
Sapphire,
Grumpy.
okay?
Yeah.
Sure, there might be like 1
and
rando
now
that plays it, but
finally
like
use
the
this
chance
ability.
is pretty
I'm
slim.
going to play the
Rip,
Knock.
Rip Pixelborn, yeah.
Mystical Spirit
I hope you have
for
fun in
6 ink.
Vegas.
When I play this character,
I mean, I'm
make 2
gonna try my
damage
best and rack up as many side event tickets as possible and get that playmat. That's my goal.
Oh, quite a ton of events, Miss Hanson.
Business trip.
All right, your
Tell
turn.
Ed we said,
Okay, so
hey,
now
I
I'm gonna
would,
get top
but
deck
he's not gonna be there.
And we're just,
You have already used
But I
all
will
your top deck
tell
luck right there.
Kevin Feige he that you said hi. I mean, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that.
You.
do you want to draw a card?
Have you seen the movie Coco? I'm not.
Oh, awesome.
I've not
Thank
even
you.
seen
go ahead
in
and draw that
Encanto
card.
or I'm
Each
behind on
opponent.
a lot of my movies.
Oh, you know, actually funny. So cards like
He's gonna get that swift backhand if he drops that early, right, Chad?
Oh, sure, yeah, because you can totally play
Come
multiplayer,
on.
yeah.
We need to tell him.
So you play it,
If you
and
watch
like,
my
you're
Lorcana
like, is this worth it?
vlogs,
Do I ink this?
it's my buddy
Play and just have
Lance.
everyone draw
He
cards?
showed
But
up
then
in a
there's the
couple of them.
opposite, where it's like,
He's the
do,
one that's
you
playing
know,
in Vegas.
Like pull lore from all of your opponents
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
and
If
it's
he
just
drops out,
exponentially
Totally
better.
crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
going to make fun of him
Okay,
the rest
well,
of the
I guess
trip.
We're just gonna do our thing and go to
All right,
13.
I'm gonna make fun of him the rest of the trip.
On my turn. just to be clear,
Emerald,
on my turn,
Amethyst,
I have
and,
to get- I have to
Amethyst
get
Steel
rid of
are
both
runner-ups.
characters to
Yes.
even have a chance. All right, so let's see what happens.
I think Emerald
Ready,
Amethyst
set,
is definitely
draw.
stronger than Amethyst Steel, in my opinion.
Prepared? Oh, let's put in this set. Okay.
If
Well,
if
But
it was,
yeah,
though,
I would put
then we
Amethyst
know.
Steel just right under Emerald Amethyst. So it would go Steel Song, Ruby Sapphire,
I can get to
Red
10.
purple.
At least I get to double digits.
Honestly, 10 is pretty good.
Okay.
Amber, Emerald,
It's like my mom going,
Amethyst,
You're the handsomest
Emerald,
boy in school.
Amethyst Steel. That's
Okay.
probably the top 5
Um,
or 6, however decks.
I mean, wow, I can't even. Okay. I guess what I will
Oh,
do
well, make sure you play Winter Soldier and
is-
Rivals. Hey.
There's nothing I can do. You're gonna win, so I'm gonna
I don't know
quest
what you're talking about.
to get to 10. I'm gonna play some cards. I'm gonna
what
play
are you
some
talking
cards. I'm gonna play bad.
All I'm saying, I can do this all day.
Sleepy.
What?
Your turn.
Look.
I should really be taking notes
And
here
then we're
because
gonna
if I'm playing
draw,
Pack Rush
and I will not slow
in
roll.
Vegas,
You win. Good
Yeah.
game.
we
Oh,
need
that was fun. Oh my, what a pack you have.
well, actually, how can I
Now, the
prepare
fun
for
part
that
is,
in Vegas?
at
Is
the
literally
end,
the
now
look
you
of the
get to now
packs.
see if
Like
you
you
got
could
a
pull
second
like the greatest
enchanted,
cards
I guess?
ever, or you pull like
Let's see what
jank.
else I got. Let's see.
Maybe you got it
okay.
enchanted.
Okay, got a
This was
Christoph.
my
Oh, I
hand.
got double Christoph. That's pretty cool.
Honestly,
Kristoff.
like,
That would have
if
been
you-
pretty good.
If you can get there, which you can, like the
Yeah.
game does play that
Let's
long,
start you
too.
off. Okay, I got double Christoph.
All right, chat.
Hey, a very,
That's gonna be a
wow,
wrap
this
for
is-
today's stream.
Like I had Sleepy
Quick
and
Oh my gosh,
little
you got so many.
little sesh checking out the Lorecast.
And
I got the half hex walk.
Just
I
pulled
got
an Enchanted
another-
Snow White
and a
like
sneezing,
her,
too. Like,
and
I
you'll
almost
be
had the
good.
whole-
Funny enough, I did pull an
the
Enchanted
whole
Snow White.
thing.
Oh my gosh! Well, that was
like
super
2 weeks
fun.
ago.
And yeah, so that's Pack Rush. We're gonna have one more game, but this time
Too bad the card
we're gonna bring
sucks.
Edgar back, our art director friend. We're also gonna bring Cheyenne in. She is the fan event manager, so they're gonna play as well. So let's
Wait,
see
hold
what
up.
happens with them.
Oh, there's still more? They're playing another round?
Hi, I'm Edgar, and this is Cheyenne.
I never made it past this far into the Lorecast streams. Usually I just stop watching after they stop revealing the cards.
Fan events manager, right? What does that entail? Actually, let's pick and we can keep talking.
All right, so fan event.
Well, anyways,
manager,
I don't think we need to watch this. We saw the good stuff. Anyways,
All right. So fan
appreciate
event
you guys
Yeah, so,
checking out the
we have
stream.
a really, great
Today is
community of
Tuesday.
competitive
Tomorrow's
players.
Wednesday. What's happening
But
tomorrow?
we also have a big community of
I don't know.
Disney Lorcana fans
We'll figure out
as
something.
well. And,
I'll let you know when I get the
myself
pack
in
so you
that.
can make
exactly.
me cut one in half.
I'm new to the game, new to TCGs, so
Yeah, too bad that's not gonna be for a
this is,
while.
this is, like,
But
my
all right, guys,
gateway
thanks for
into
hanging
the
out.
TCG
I'll catch you guys